My name's Jo Pye. I'm the admissions tutor and senior lecturer on the social work course at Swansea University, and I'm going to talk to you about the BSc social work course this morning. So first of all, a little bit about the social work department and where it lies in the university. So it lies within the College of Human and Health Science, which draws together different disciplines such as healthcare sciences, paramedic science, nursery, midwifery, osteopathy, and health and social care. So that's where sort of social work lies within that. The BSc social work course, when you finish, you get an academic qualification, which is a degree, but you also get a professional qualification and the chance to register with Social Care Wales as a practicing social worker. There's lots of different ranking tables about Swansea University, but the key message, I think, is that Swansea is generally in the top 20 of these tables. Feedback from students has shown that they're generally satisfied with the course. In terms of who comes on the course, predominantly it tends to be females, and we do get many students that are older than maybe would be on other degree courses. The vast majority of students don't live in university accommodation, and we'll touch on that a little bit later. That's because they undertake placements. But obviously, if you wanted to live in university accommodation, that's something that you can fulfil. So in terms of what the programme's like, it's a 3-year full-time programme. There's no part-time option available. It's quite an intensive programme, comprising being of university-based, but also being based around practice learning opportunities, or as you'll hear, PLO placements. So the university work that you'll undertake covers a wide range of themes and ages. So it covers a wide range of ages, because the point is that when you finish the course, you should be able to go on and practice in any area of social work that you would like to. So it deals with issues such as childcare, human growth and development. For example, this is the sort of essence of some of the modules. Research skills, law and theory. There's lots of written work to complete. As some more examples of some modules are social work skills and knowledge in practice, critical practice in adult care or childcare. A lot of work around ethics and values in social work, and theories and perspectives for informing social work. So that's the university type part of the course, which is roughly half of the course. And then you've got your practice learning opportunity. So in the first year, you'll do a 20-day placement. In the second year, you'll do an 80-day placement. And in the third year, you'll do a 100-day placement. So that equates to 200 days over the course, over the course, really. So from these placements, you're required to produce portfolios of work in line with the National Occupational Standards, and to produce academic reflective commentaries, which really in essence is your ability to reflect on what you have learnt and produce written work in line with that. A really important point to make is that we have 5 host authorities that we work with, which is Neath, Port Talbot, Swansea, Ceredigion, Pembrokeshire and Carmarthen. And at the point of you being offered an interview, you would be asked to sign something that you understand that you could be placed in any of these 5 local authorities for your placements. So generally, whichever host authority you're placed with in the first year, you stay with that hosting authority throughout the course. So we do try and accommodate people's wishes, but obviously there's a limited number of places and students. So it's just very important that you understand that if you accept to come on the course, that you could be placed in any one of these 5 local authorities. So typical placements, so you get at least one statutory placement, and that could be childcare, adults, substance misuse teams, care leavers projects, etc. So there's a wide range of placements that you could be placed in, and we do endeavour to give people different placements across the 3 years to give them a sort of depth and breadth of experience. In terms of the staff on the social work course, we have 14 staff. We have a professor, a number of associate professors, senior lecturers, lecturers. We also have input from service users who we work with, and from other areas in the university, people input into the course. So in terms of application, we do have a few hundred applications for this course. It's very competitive. Basically, you need maths English or Welsh language, but you can also have the equivalent key skills level 2 or functional skills. We would accept that. You also need, 104 UCAS points. And we also consider credits, so 60 credits of level 4 study to show that you've achieved a higher level study. There's no definitive list of qualifications that we take, and many people that come on the course have older qualifications. Don't let that put you off. You can contact us and we can ascertain whether you would have enough points to apply for the course. It's preferable that your qualifications relate to social care, but again, we look at the overall application, so get in touch if you're not sure about that. You also need at least 210 hours of social care experience. This is just as important as the academic qualifications. This is also to note that this is likely to increase to 450 hours for 2020-2021 intake. And this is really important, and people come with a wide range of experience again, and I would say get in touch if you're not sure if your experience is relevant or not. But basically it's experience that relates to working with vulnerable individuals in difficult situations. So that could involve substance misuse, working in residential care. There's many different ways that you can get the experience, but please do get in touch if you're not sure if the experience that you have or that you want to undertake is going to be relevant for the course. So the deadline for applications is 15th of January through UCAS. So that's the deadline in terms of if you want your application guaranteed to be processed. And each applicant is examined for the minimum requirements and how committed they are to social work. The process involves an individual interview, a written task, and also a group session. There's 3 people on the panel, which includes an academic member of staff, a service user, and a practitioner from one of our hosting local authorities. If we do make you an offer, all offers are conditional of registration with Social Care Wales, satisfactory DBS check, completion of our suitability form, and confirmation of tuition fees. So we could either offer you a place, or we might say, no, sorry, not this year, or we could offer you a place on the reserve list. In terms of employment prospects at the end of the degree, they're very good with social work. So most people go on to get employment. A question that we get asked quite a lot is around funding. So Social Care Wales offer a bursary, £2,500 a year. And the way that these bursaries are allocated is that we nominate students on their overall performance within the application process. So generally all students get a bursary. Generally we nominate a certain number of students to get a bursary. There's not enough bursaries for all of the students that apply. So some years everybody gets a bursary because Social Care Wales reallocate the money because they're the people that provide the bursary, but it is a possibility that you might not get a bursary. There's also quite a lot of additional funding that you can access if you contact the finance office at Swansea University. For example, if you're a carer, if you're a care leaver, but it is worth contacting them to find out if there's any specific circumstances which would enable you to access more funding, because that's obviously a reality for a lot of people when they're undertaking a degree. So thank you for listening. I hope it's been helpful. You can refer to the website, which has a lot of information on it, or you're more than welcome to email myself or my colleague at Social Work Admissions, which is just swadmissions@swansea.ac.uk, and we shall try and help you with any questions that you may have. Thanks for listening. If anybody's got any questions that they'd like to ask, you can do so now. Okay.